history lesson real quick is that the APFO, the Adequate Public Facility Ordinance legislation, was deemed to be invalid because it had expired in terms of the legislative calendar from the County Council. So they have reintroduced it. And I highlighted in my email last night or yesterday a couple of the key items that the committee felt strongly about in terms of the new APFO legislation. One of the main things was they are attempting to basically insert themselves into our redistricting policy, and we felt that it was overreach and that it was also something that would prevent the flexibility on our end if it was enacted, because it's our process. We don't want to go through the county council and the county executive every time we want to do something to rejigger our redistricting process and procedures. So that has stood out. The other thing was our representation on the APFO committee. We felt that we were woefully underrepresented, that the county council gets to appoint two members each, and the county executive gets to appoint 3. So we basically were down to 2, so it would be 13 to 2. And we don't think that's appropriate, because we're talking, I mean, the schools are more than half of the county budget, and there should be greater representation and fairer distribution of who gets representation on that committee. So those were the main things on APFO. The rest of it, they had changed some of the capacity numbers. 105 for elementary school, 110 for middle school, 115 for high school. We felt that we would stay with our 100% and not move from that. But we have previously agreed to that, so we don't have to take another position on that. Do either of you have anything to add to that?
Thank you. Ms. Coombs is summarizing, just for your visual reference, bullets there on the page 2 and 3 of the report, where there's some specific recommendations being made, and you've hit all the important ones, I believe. Ms. Liu King, anything you want to add? Many of these were taken from the board's prior positions on this.
Yeah, I was just trying to highlight the new items that had shown up in this new version that was filed in 2018.
I thought they said they were going to just refile the,
Yeah.
it didn't work out that way.
No.
Okay.
No, there were some.
So anyone out
changes.
there who thought it was just going to be a redo to vote to clean up the procedural issue, pay attention, because there have been changes.
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of what you said, sorry.
If anyone out there who thought that it was just going to be a redo to clean up the
got it.
procedural issues that happened, you need to pay attention, because there have been changes.
Yeah.
And your recommendation is to vote on this tonight, to?
Yeah, we do need to vote on this one tonight. That's why I'm highlighting it first and taking it out of the rest, because the public hearing is next week.
Does anyone want to make a motion?
So I guess there would be 2 key, are we just going to vote on the?
Go ahead.
Can we,
I'll move that we,
wait, can we vote on the whole report, or are you going to do it section by section? Or is there anything else that has to be approved in that report?
Yes. The Howard County Bill 1118, which is the entitled Howard County Board of Education Superintendent Schools Term Length. We have a recommendation of support with amendments, and so we'd like board action on that. And those 2 items would comprise the action items in the report. So if you're comfortable taking a motion on the whole report with that briefing, then that would suit us.
Does anyone want to separate those actions?
yeah, I was sort of thinking about it separately, since it's 2 different legislatures.
Okay, so in your motions, please state exactly which bill we're voting on.
Okay. All right, I will move to approve the language on pages 2 and 3 regarding Council Bill 1-2018 on the Adequate Public Facilities Act, to support, to follow. It's okay, done.
I second.
Okay. We have a motion by Ms. Coombs and a second by Ms. Salbrady to approve the language on Council Bill 1-2018. Mrs. French?
Yes.
Ms. Ellis?
Yes.
Ms. Valencourt?
Yes.
Dr. Altwerger?
It's what we approved the last time. No, it's on the second page. Middle.
I'm sorry, hang on a minute.
It's okay.
I just want to make sure am I missing a page?
I don't know, yours looks different than mine here.
It was at our places. It was
She's
not
looking
in
at the
our
board, at
packet.
the report, so.
Something's wrong with mine. Is that in the page on top?
As I understand it, that we're trying to say that we support the way we had it the first time.
Is that all?
And being against the insertion of the language create our procedures for us and the formation of the committee. And not being evenly represented.
Yes.
Ms. Salbrady?
Yes.
Ms. Coombs?
Yes.
Mr. Hcpss?
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Okay. Now, as far